Okay, continuing on with my journey to change out this clock spring. Okay, I'm going to try to remember everything I did. Okay, one, in order to get this does just clip together, but there is a T20 Torx head screw. So I'm going to find it. I need some light here. Where'd you go? Just didn't work for it. There's a Torx head T20 Torx screw right up inside here. Then this will pop down, and you can kind of get to things, but you still have to drop the column down. But I needed to get the lower panel off, and there's this plastic cover here. Get some light out here, we can see this thing. Wow, talking about bad light in this car. It's a black car. So there's two, again, there are two, or actually there's a total of four screws, and they are a 7mm. There's two at the bottom here, and then this thing here, you can see it's just got the clips on it. It'll slide down. Once you get this off, you can then remove the steel plate, which has the same size. It's got four of these bolts in there. Again, 7mm, four. That'll allow that to come down. Then you can drop the string, get up. There's two nuts up here. All right, and the nuts, I had to use a deep well. There's two of them up there, and they are at, what is it, 13? Yeah, 13mm, which maybe I'll use a 1/2 inch, I don't know, but 13mm. That allowed me to drop the steering column down, and I could pop this up, because when you put this in there, why do you keep bumping my light? Turn it that way. You can see this thing sits like this. There's this tab up top there, and it's buried up here. You have to be able to pop this up to get this out. So let's see if I can actually pull this thing. Oh yeah, and the wiring for it is right there. So I can get right to it. The clip is right here. So you can, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right there. It's right by my fingers. I can grab it right there. So I can unclip it, slide it all up out of here. But let's see if this will actually come out of here now. If I wiggle it. And it's out. So there's my clock spring. It's out. I'm going to plug it down there. Then I'll be able to plug the new one in, and then just reverse this whole process. So that is the clock spring there. I got my new one ready to go in. You can get this part backwards, but you, like I said, when the new clock spring goes in, don't remove. There's this part right here. Leave that in until you get this set, because it's centered right now. When I put it in there, where between the steering wheel left or right, this thing it spins around. You can see it moving here a little bit, but it's because this thing stopped. It actually blocked. It's a lock. Once you get this installed, you will snap that out. There's also a, I'm going to push that back down there so I don't lose it. There's a little brass piece there. There is you will need a snap ring pliers, because there is a snap ring in here on the steering wheel. You can use a couple of screwdrivers, but you don't want to bend it. So there's a snap ring in there that clips on that. Once you get everything, once you put the clock spring back in there, this snaps back in there again on top of that holds the clock spring in place. So yeah, it sits right there, locks that in. So clock spring is now removed. I'll go in there, unplug it, and I'll put the new clock spring on, and I just reversed everything I just did to take it apart. So that's how you get to the clock spring on the 2007 Monte Carlo. I imagine almost any GM product probably is about the same thing. So I still don't know about that. That's unusual. I thought there was a pin and spring there, but it looks like it's up against plastic, not metal. So maybe in this case the GM horn is hooked into all the wiring instead of having an actual physical contact, which I think is true, because when you turn it to the left, it still had physical contact. It would still honk the horn, but it would not do it. You turn it to the left, no horn. Turn it to the right, honk. And that's caused electrical problems. So it would probably be in the clock spring itself. So I'm assuming that this car does not have the spring and the little metal plunger that makes physical contact with the horn system or horn relay. Okay, so yep, you gotta drop the steering column down. This pops up. There's only one T20 screw holding this in place. Drop your steering column down, everything will snap back together again. T20, then you got four 7mm bolts to hold the steel plate on. Then you got two 7mm bolts to hold that plastic cover on, which just snaps into these here. There's four of them. One down there, one there. Then just reassemble it. So I hope to help somebody. And here's a word of advice. I've done this before. If I'm working on a car I need to be careful with, I'll go to a junkyard and I will take and remove up like a door panels, especially because there's screws hidden in these door panels and you have no idea where they're at. So you don't want to destroy yours. Go out to the junkyard. There's a door panel that's junk anyway. Take it apart at the junkyard. If you got to change out your mirror, if you want to know how to do that without damaging your car further, go out to the junkyard. Do it out there. Take it off. Use that. Don't tear stuff up though. But use a junk car at a junkyard to see how to take something apart. Because you can see this screw here, but there are screws hidden on these doors all over the place. You might have to pop this up here to get to a hidden screw. You don't know until you start taking it apart. So, junkyard's a great place to learn how to disassemble something you want to disassemble carefully. This is how you get to a clock spring. Okay, I just got to put it all back together again. We'll not be doing a video on that because just watch it in reverse then. Okay, good luck.